A winter storm warning is in effect for our area. Currently in our area, 32 degrees with snow. Our local Doppler radar. Today, snow and windy. Some rain may mix in early. High 33. Winds northwest at 20 to 30 miles per hour. 4 to 6 inches of snow expected. For tonight, periods of snow and windy. Low 31. Winds west at 25 to 40 miles per hour. Snow accumulating 3 to 5 inches. Winds could occasionally gust over 50 miles per hour. On Friday, cloudy and blustery with snow showers. High 35. Chance of snow 60%. Our week ahead. Traffic congestion for our area.
Hey, good morning. I'm Mike Bettis, live in Vancouver, Canada, where weather will likely play a role in the outdoor events right through the closing ceremonies on Sunday. We'll have the latest coming up and also live team coverage of our big story this morning, the Northeast snowstorm packing heavy snow, rain, and wind. Your weather today continues right now.
We have live team coverage of the winter storm. This is a look at the Grand Central Parkway near LaGuardia. The snow is coming down. We anticipate in New York to see 6 to 10 inches of snow on Long Island. A little bit farther out, we're anticipating 3 to 5 inches of snow to accumulate. Live team coverage continues through the day today and tomorrow on this February Fury. Not only do we have Julie and Chris, but also Mike Seidel will be reporting live from Binghamton, New York in just a few hours. But first, let's get a check of my partner in Vancouver, Mike Bettis. What do you have coming up in a few minutes?
Well, we're going to talk a lot about what happened yesterday on the mountains, including fog that severely impacted the U.S. medal chances in the women's giant slalom. And the big story today could be that same event, Stephanie. The second run is supposed to be this morning, but fog could be an issue again. All
right, Mike, thanks for that. Fog certainly an issue here in the lower 48. As we've been looking at some of our webcams, Jen Carfagno in studio while Mike's in Vancouver. Slowing down the airports, Philadelphia, already 75-minute delays.
And there were a lot of cancellations that actually last evening went into effect here. Airlines taking preemptive measures ahead of this February Fury. We'll go down the numbers for you. U.S. Air pre-canceled 160 flights between Logan, New York, D.C., Philly. Continental pre-canceled 70 flights out of Newark. American 22 out of the New York City area, 6 out of Philly. JetBlue, they're expecting to cancel at least a couple dozen flights to and from New York. And Delta canceled a few morning flights, and they expect to do many more this afternoon.
All right, we have all sorts of advisories here throughout portions of the Northeast. We have purple, we have white, we have green. Green are flood advisory. Winter storm advisories in the purple and white and blue. We'll break down the numbers for you coming up in just a minute. But first, let's take you live now to Philadelphia, where Chris Warren is joining us this morning. And Chris, 6 to 10 inches there into Philadelphia. But I'm thinking the silver lining is this snow is not going to stick around for too long, looking at the extended forecast with our highs above freezing.
Right, once things warm up. And I just talked to a couple of guys who came out of that truck over there, and they told me so far they're just laying down salt. They're not plowing yet, not enough snow. They said most of the roads remain just wet out there. You know, we've been snowing for a few hours, but preparations have already started. The electric company already, getting in their emergency response mode, the wait and see mode. Schools started closing as early as yesterday. And of course, a lot of salt trucks were getting ready. You know, we're expecting that heavy snow to continue throughout the day. Salt trucks have been going overnight, and that's what's happening right now. You're seeing salt being carried out of the salt barn here. It's going to be loaded up into this truck, and then this truck is going to be heading back out on the roads. That is going to be the story, and these crews, they're going to be working until this storm is over. We're talking tons and tons. That's tons of salt that we are going to be seeing moving out onto the roadways. Now, Philadelphia, the 5 counties around here, 51,000 tons of salt is what we're expecting, or what they have available to them. And so far this season, more than 114,000 tons of salt have been put out on the roads. That's the most they've used since the 81-82 storm. So we are going to see a lot of trucks continue to roll through. We first got in here, we saw a lot of trucks lined up. Now they're coming every once in a while because those are some big loads that they're taking out. It takes a while to spread it all out. They're going pretty far distances and then they're coming back. So that's the latest from here in Philadelphia, about 20 miles north of the city.
All right, Chris, we certainly appreciate it, but it's not only Philadelphia that is really going to get walloped from the storm. Let's show you where it is going to be a hectic travel day and how much more snow you are going to see. New York City, 6 to 10 inches. Allentown, you could see 10 to 15. Right now, LaGuardia and Boston are looking good. Atlantic City, we could see 6 to 10 inches. Philly is the only spot where we are seeing some delays. Erie, we could see 8 to 12 inches of snow. As we head back towards Cleveland, we don't want to forget about you. We could also see 8 to 12 inches of snow. So a rough go there on 70. Northbound as well, and also down the Appalachians as we head into the south. 90, it is rain in Boston. Albany 36, then we're switching over as you head a little bit westbound there. Albany, it looks like 1 to 3 inches for you. The bulk of the heaviest snow will be in the interior sections of the Northeast. Jen?
Steph, I'm here in our satellite center right now, and this is where everything going on behind the scenes. Our team working on getting in the latest video, the latest content to bring you out there, and you can actually join in the action yourself. We're going to have a live chat this morning. It starts at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on weather.com. The Weather Channel meteorologist will answer your questions in a live form, so log on to that, ask your questions. In the meantime, go over to weather.com and get some of the behind-the-scenes information. Plus, we've got Mike Bettis live in Vancouver for the Winter Games. Mike, again, Mother Nature coming in as a competitor here.
Yeah, absolutely. We're talking fog and snow once again today, and really it was a huge scene yesterday up on Whistler Mountain where the women's giant slalom had to be postponed until this morning. Fog could be an issue this morning with dense fog in the forecast and then snow after that. Also, men's aerials tonight will wreak havoc on that high-flying event. We'll take a look at the conditions, and also don't forget to go to weather.com for the latest from Vancouver and the February Fury.
What's up, Smart?
Being smart.